Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new day of this top 10 decks for World special, where today we are going to be using a Genesect Bronzong deck. Now Genesect EX, really nice attacker, rapid blaster, can one-hit KO potentially anything in its path. Drive change allows you to be tricky with your tool cards and get the most benefit out of whatever tool card you want to use. Then we have Bronzong Metal Links, very familiar ability. We had that with an electric, now we have it with Bronzong, and even though it's about to rotate after September, definitely one of the best abilities in the game in order to power up Genesect or Aegislash EX, which has another great ability. Mighty Shield prevents damage by Pokemon that have double colorless energy attached. Pretty much that's what his ability reads implicitly. And Slash Blast can also potentially 1-KO everything, but probably not likely. Then we also have the option of using Bronzong BREAK in order to find or get prize cards. You can discard as many metal energy as you want and choose whichever Pokemon you want from your opponent's side of the field and deal 30 damage to that Pokemon. So could be really crucial to seal up some games later on in the match. We have 3 Shaman EX this time around instead of the usual 2. That's to help us draw more cards, and because we are using Skyfield as our stadium card, we can afford the extra bench space. Then in terms of supporters and everything, there's nothing really too surprising besides the fact that we do have a Giovanni scheme. The extra damage might come in handy from time to time. And then we have 3 max elixirs. Even though we recover a lot of energy off of the discard pile, getting that head start in the energy in the early turns before you play the compressor, before you have your Bronzong set up, could definitely be useful. And 10 basic metal energy to not maximize, but to have good odds of hitting energy off of the max elixirs. 3 Flowstone, because all of our attackers and Pokemon in general have very high retreat costs. And we have the 2 Fighting Fury belts to make our Pokemon more live longer rather. So we also have the other Bronzong with Metal Fortress that actually prevents any damage from Trevenant Break, prevents Shadow Stitching from Greninja from affecting you. Very versatile, but I don't know how useful it will be, because if you waste a Bronzor on that Bronzong, then that's one less Metal Links Bronzong, and that was really hard to say properly. I'm proud I said it without stumbling, but yeah. That's the deck. Let's start off and find our games right away, shall we? Now, I am spending very little time describing the decks. I do have, once again, just like yesterday, a few videos. Oh, Metal Toolbox, there we go. I do have a few videos showcasing a very similar version of this deck. So if you want to find out more of the Metal deck, if you want to see it in action more than just this video, definitely check out the other videos. You can find them on the playlist Road to TCG World 2016. You can also find them by simply looking or searching in YouTube for Tablemon Bronzong BREAK or Tablemon Genesect EX, something like that. I'm sure they will come up. And yeah, that's the gist of it. So basically, spending less time on the deck breakdown means we probably can squeeze an extra game every video, so I guess a lot of you should appreciate that, or will appreciate that rather, not should, will appreciate that. And yeah, let's see how we do today with this metal type deck. So we mulligan, which is not ideal. I didn't pay attention to what my opponent might be using. We are not off to a good start actually. 2 Bronzongs, no Bronzor. I mean, we will Shaman for 4 potentially, so that's good. We also get to go first, so we get some information off of what my opponent might do. Nope. But top decking the Bronzor, definitely great. So I'm just gonna max elixir here. My whiff. Ugh. Man, between yesterday's Darkrai video and today's Metal video, these max elixirs are not proving to be very useful. Now I do find a Floatstone, I also find a Trainer's Mail, which I am incapable of drawing supporter cards apparently. I'm gonna keep the stadium simply to thin out my deck a little bit. I'm gonna attach the Floatstone to the Genesect because I can always get it back, and I'm just gonna pass. If we had not whiffed the max Elixir, we could be threatening with our Genesect. But because we did whiff, it's gonna take a top deck for us to actually damage something. And yeah, pretty weird. Okay, so Sycamore, Floatstone, the Sycamore gives us information that we are up against a Dark type Mega Pokemon deck. And there's a Mew. Okay, my opponent actually has Skyfield himself. Wait, so is this Mega Rayquaza? If this is Mega Rayquaza, we might be in a lot of trouble. We definitely might be in a lot of trouble. Nope, it's Darkrai, but then what's a Mega Turbo? Or is it Darkrai Mega Rayquaza? I don't know why I keep thinking about Mega Rayquaza. Maybe because of the Skyfield. What Dark type Mega Pokemon is there? Huh. And my opponent simply passes. Okay. We top deck a Trainer's Mail. That's nice. That is very, very nice, except for the fact that we don't get anything useful off of the Trainer's Mail. I mean, yes, we do find the Ultra Ball, and we are pretty much guaranteed a Shaman, which is awesome. I'm gonna get rid of the Metal Energy and the Skyfield. You never know, maybe the Bronzong will come in handy, but I'm gonna definitely find a Shaman EX here. Cannot play down my Verseeker because there's no stadium, or because there's no supporter cards in my discard pile, but hopefully off of these 4 cards. Okay, that's great. So we actually are in a pretty amazing position now. We get to power up Genesect and KO the Shaman EX. We also get to use a supporter card. We could even compressor into a Sycamore, and I don't see any reason not to do that. There's the Sycamore, and I'm gonna compressor 2 energy away so that I can keep using Metal Links. I don't care about keeping the Bronzong right now, and by getting rid of the Giovanni's, I actually get to no energy. Okay, no, I do get energy. By getting rid of the Giovanni's, I actually have an option to Verseeker into it in order to KO the Darkrai. Now I won't be able to 1-KO the Darkrai though, because I have no way to switch out besides the Floatstone. I guess I'll attach the Fighting Fury Belt. Yeah, that way I can KO the Darkrai, because now I am not forced to discard any energy. So I'm not gonna discard, I'm gonna deal 110 damage exactly, and my opponent might concede immediately after seeing this. I generally do not know. I also have the Lysander. Wow, 2 Sycamore, yeah. We now have 3 Sycamore in our hand. We do have the Lysander to potentially KO the Darkrai, which is obviously very nice. Very, very nice. My opponent does top deck out of the situation he was in. Goes into a Sycamore. What? And we see a Mega Odino. What? What does... I have no idea what Mega Audino even does. I generally don't know what Mega Audino does. Okay. My opponent... I'm definitely gonna KO the Darkrai. I don't mind Mew copying Darkrai's attack. As you can see, I do resist. I can attach an energy there. I have another Floatstone in order to retreat my Genesect EX next turn. And with the Verseeker, I might be in for a good time. It's gonna Rapid Blaster. 4 energy means 100 damage plus 80, 180 plus the Fighting Fury build, 190. One hit, clean 1 hit KO. So that's 2 turns and 2 1-hit KOs. We get an energy and a max elixir, which is obviously very nice. And then would be problematic. And then would definitely be problematic, but we see my opponent simply use Sycamore. So no big deal, no threat of the end just yet. Even with all these max elixirs, well, actually he can KO me. He can KO me. He can't, but if he retreats and attacks with Darkrai, which he doesn't, which is a mistake. If he had attacked with Darkrai, he would have prevented me from attaching the Floatstone in order to retreat. But because he just did what he just did, I get to KO the Mew. I do get to KO the Mew. And then I get to use Drive Change, put back the Fighting Fury Belt, attach a Floatstone, retreats into the Aegislash, and then use the max elixir potentially. Well, is it even worth? That thing has a 3 retreat gust. I think I'm just gonna Verseeker, Lysander attack the Audino, because if he doesn't retreat, then I simply outright win. I guess that's why he didn't attack with Darkrai, because of the potential scenario that I could have powered up another Genesect or that Genesect and KO'd him somehow. But yeah, if that Audino stays, I win. If he Mega Evolves, I will have to Sycamore into another energy. Everyone does use Zen though, so like I said, that could be problematic unless he doesn't find a way to retreat the Audino. I myself find a Floatstone and a Super Rod. He does find a Floatstone, which is good for him. But we're still in the same position, if you will, I guess. Sure, he deals damage, 100, he will to it KO the Aegislash, but then I KO the Mew, and I even top deck out of this. Wow. AC into Shaman. I'm going to Shaman for 4 brand new cards. I won't be able to Verseeker KO this turn to win. So maybe that was not ideal, but I do get a few extra cards here, which are useful. I'm gonna attach the other Floatstone to the other Genesect so that I always have a Floatstone available to me. And I am simply going to Metal Links onto this Genesect and attach to Genesect. Yeah, I think that's my best play. If he Lysander KOs, he Lysander KOs, it's no big deal. Just gonna KO the Mew, remove 2 energy from play as well, which is great in order to reduce Darkrai's damage output. And next turn, either I 1-hit KO the Darkrai, or I 2-hit KO the Darkrai. It's no big deal. It's really no big deal at this point in time. He does find an end, that means no Lysander, and that means Genesect decks will 1-hit KO whatever single Pokemon my opponent does put into play, unless... Nope. Drain Slap, definitely not gonna cut it. Drain Slap, definitely not gonna cut it this time around. My opponent is thinking a lot, but Mega Audino, 6 prize cards to 1. Even as a pure Darkrai deck, I mean, there's no reason to... I don't know why. What? I mean, I know Audino deals damage to the bench or something, I guess, but all I have to do is Metal Links, attack and KO and win, and that's all I need to do. So Metal Links, energy onto Genesect, and that's a game. I deal 180 damage exactly. So as you can see, my opponent might have misplayed by not dealing enough damage to this Genesect, but I even had the other Floatstone, so it's really no big deal for us. No big deal for us. And yeah, there we go. Another victory. Well, not another victory. Did we lose our first game? Or what? No, this was the first game. So, I'm just confused because I've been recording for so long now. I don't know, recording TCGO for over 2 hours can get exhausting, guys. It really can. And between that and my own playtesting and everything, I've been playing so much Pokemon. And then Pokemon Go in my free time, so it's Pokemon Go, Pokemon TCG, Pokemon VGC, Pokemon all day, every day, all the time. And surprisingly, I do have a Pokemon limit. Surprisingly. Now, looks like we're up against Night March, so starting, Aegislash is very fortunate for us. Definitely very fortunate for us. It is Night March, as you can see, nothing too outstanding there. Standard End, standard Lysander, standard Puzzle of Time. But I do believe we did see 2 Lysanders, so that's something to keep in mind. That's the second mulligan. Once again, nothing too special about my opponent's list, apparently. And there we go. So, gonna get my 2 mulligans. I even get to go first. My opponent should be really, really hard pressed to find a Hex Maniac to KO the Aegislash, but seeing what I am seeing is actually not great. The Bronzong BREAK is available, so I do find the Bronzor instead, and I will max Elixir into a Bronzor because of the fact that I do have access to well, never mind. It's gonna pass here. I don't want to get rid of the 2 Bronzongs. I do want to Verseeker Sycamore right now. This version with 3 Genesect, 1 Aegislash is definitely a lot weaker. Definitely a lot weaker to Night March than the version with 3 Aegislash EX and 1 Genesect EX, which is the version that I did use in the first game, or in the first time I used this deck. My opponent finds a Lampent that indicates a Sycamore coming, or another Ultra Ball, and that's 3 Lampents, 1 Pumpkaboo, probably indicating a Lampent in the prize cards. All of those little things, like making assumptions of what your opponent is using, what your opponent might have priced. Every little piece of information helps you in making the best possible decisions. If you know X thing is priced, if you know your opponent doesn't play X card, if you know everything you get to know about your opponent's deck whilst he's playing after the first game of a best of 3, all of those things you have to keep in mind the rest of the games, or rather every single turn, in order to make the best decisions possible every time. It's the little details that starts. Ugh, man, the traffic is so bad today. It's all the little details. 1 second. With the traffic and the ambulances and all the freaking trucks. Top decking the Verseeker was not great because I do get rid of another potential resource. There's a Genesect, but we don't even have Metal Energy in my discard pile, so there's really no point. I'm gonna get the Fighting Fury Belt for that rare turn where my opponent actually does find the focus pile, the Hex Maniac, that he's hard pressed to KO me. He immediately plays the Megaphone and he uses M. So we still have another Fighting Fury Belt. Finding it is going to be really difficult, that's for sure. Off of this end, we draw pretty well. We find the energy we need. We get a Battle Compressor to get rid of 3 energy. to start using Metal Links and potentially have a nice Bronzong break turn. But all the energy has to be attached to the active, or to that Bronzong break. Okay, so I mean, thanks to the AC, I can actually pull off some really quirky and potentially game-winning move here. I could clean my opponent's table. Not this turn, obviously, but maybe next turn. Now, Aegislash, he has 4 Night Marchers only, so I'm gonna get rid of the Mew. I guess there's really no point. I'm gonna use Metal Links twice. Wait, what? Why can't I Metal Links onto my own Bronzong? Okay, I can. I was like, what? I can't do that? Okay, but no, I will evolve into the break. And okay, I'm gonna Slash Blast. Now, if my opponent, well, he will bench the Shaman though. He will definitely bench the Shaman. So never mind, I cannot win just yet. I cannot win just yet, unless he promotes the Shaman and uses Sky Return once again. Plays the Stadium immediately, that's fine. We don't know if my opponent runs basic energy. There's one Night Marcher prize, there's a Shaman, there's a Puzzle of Time, and a Lysander. All of those are crucial cards for my opponent. Like I said, starting Aegislash, very fortunate. Definitely very fortunate. Oh boy. He uses Teammates. Okay. So maybe we're gonna see a basic energy. Potentially we're looking at a Battle Compressor and a Hex Maniac for next turns. Not entirely sure. Okay, we see an Escape Rope. That's not good. I obviously have to give up this Bronzong. Best case scenario, he doesn't KO me, I guess. But he will. There's the Battle Compressor. Okay. He has to bench the Shaman, right? There's no way he doesn't bench the Shaman. But getting rid of a DCE and a Night Marcher is very nice for us. Very, very nice. What is my opponent going to discard? More Night Marchers? The Hex and 2 more Night Marchers. So after I KO this guy, he's gonna have 7 Night Marchers. He's still gonna need 2 more to KO the Aegislash. He's definitely going to KO the Bronzong. I still get to use Metal Links. Just once though, and all he does is attack. Okay. What prize does he pick up? Probably the Lysander, you would imagine? No. Okay. So if no, because it does apply resistance. Well, I could Lysander up the Mew if I had an energy, but I don't have an energy, so never mind. And I can't AC and Lysander. Oh, but I get the Floatstone. Okay. What I can do is I'm going to Lysander up the Mew. I am going to play the Floatstone on the Aegislash. I am going to use Metal Links, power up my own Bronzong Break, and then I am going to grab myself 2 prize cards, one on the Mew and one on the Joltik. So very nice to get ahead 2 prizes. And there we go, 60 damage on Mew, 30 damage on Joltik, 2 KOs. And that means my opponent now needs another way to retreat in order to KO me. I have the AC, so yeah. I even have Metal Links in order to make sure I can one-hit KO the Shaman with Aegislash. So things are looking good here. Things are definitely looking good. And Bronzong BREAK putting in the work. Definitely putting in the work. I mean, I remember that week where we used this deck on the channel, Bronzong BREAK was like outstandingly good. It generally was outstandingly good. So, we'll see. We shall see. Puzzle of time. I mean, my opponent needs a Hex Maniac to touch Aegislash. There's a Hex Maniac. He has not played a single Verse Seeker. He has 7 Nightmare Chairs in the discard pile. Is he choosing from the discard? G1991. If he was born in 1991, he's 27 years old. Wow. He finds Joltik and an escape rope. So, wow. And he gets the Battle Compressor. So, he benches Joltik, attaches a DCE, uses escape rope, uses Verse Seeker, and uses Compressor. All of those. He needs 4 more cards out of the 7 he has to KO the Aegislash. Now he only needs, well, we knew he had the Battle Compressor, so he needs Verse Seeker and DCE and the escape rope. Yeah, all he needs is Verse Seeker and DCE. He discards 3 Nightmare Chairs. That probably indicates, yeah, he definitely has it. Wow. I did not expect that. There's a Hex. There's a Hex. And there's a DC. What are you gonna do there? What are you generally gonna do against that? There's nothing you can do against that. Oh boy. Okay. Man, that was bad. And unless I find my max elixirs and I hit one, even though there's 6 energy in my... Wow. Oh boy. Okay. Trainer's Mail. I guess I keep the N. Nope. I guess I keep the Sycamore. No, I'm gonna keep the Ultra Ball actually. To find Aegislash. I'm gonna use Super Rod. I'm gonna put back Aegislash and 2 basic metal energy cards. And then I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna get rid of these 2 cards. Oh boy, that previous turn was definitely very bad for us. But maybe having another Aegislash will be difficult for my opponent to deal with. Okay. Do I? Wow, there's Hex Maniac. I was about to make a really bad play. I was about to make a really bad play. But this is still an awful position to be in. I have to sacrifice something, and I'd rather save the Bronzong. I need to end my opponent. That's what I need to do. I need to end my opponent. Wow. Wow. This is... Wow, my opponent simply came back. That previous turn was crazy. He had all the cards he needed to come back into the game. He had everything he needed to come back into the game. Nice. Nice. Captivating Pokeball. Oh boy. That's game. That is game. My opponent has only used 2 Verseekers so far, yep. So all he needs to do is find a Hex-Maniac to win. The Captivating Pokepuff means I cannot use Shaman, and because there's a Lysander in his prize cards, all he needs is the Lysander, not even the Verseeker, in order to KO Shaman or KO the Bronzor. And he even gets rid of a Lysander off of his deck, which seems very weird, but to which his or her own, I guess. Even has another Joltik to make sure he wins. Yeah, there's absolutely no way I can win. There is absolutely no humanly possible way I can win unless I top deck an end. Nope, I will not top deck an end, so I'm just gonna concede. Wow. My opponent really brought it back. Really brought it back. The issue was not having another basic Pokemon on that turn. That was the biggest issue there. But I generally didn't have any, so what are you gonna do? Just move on to the next game. Oh boy. My voice is I feel the strain on my throat, and there's still half an hour to go on this video. I'm fearing that I won't be able to do all 10 decks. Maybe I should have called this the top 8 series. Oh boy. I'm gonna try though. Definitely gonna try. Tyranitar with a water, dark, dragon, colorless type deck. So is this Seismitoad Giratina with a Latios? What is this? Stupid Shaman. Okay. Stupid Shaman. What? Okay. I'm gonna Ultra Ball away the Giovanni's and the energy, and I will go find a Genesect, right? Yes. And then I will Trainer's Mail and find a Floatstone, which is not useful. No, I'll keep the Sycamore. I'm always struggling to find supporters, and then I see one off of the Trainer's Mail and I choose not to grab it. Just gonna Sycamore. Okay. Are you kidding me? Man. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is just so weird. Anyways, back to good old top deck mode. Ultra Ball. So Zoroark, and here I am playing Skyfield and a ton of basic Pokemon. Okay, my opponent very generously helps me out, but oh boy. I mean, I do have the potential to start attacking with Genesect, which is nice. Which is obviously nice, but KOing Veltal is going to be a problem. I'm gonna attach there. I'm going to max Elixir. I do find an energy, very nice. And I generally just want to Sycamore. I don't want to play Shaman, because I don't want to make my opponent's potential Zoroark damage higher. And off of the trainer's mail, I'll keep the N, and then if I get the max elixir, which I doubt. Oh wow, I do. Now I get to KO Yveltal and still be able to attack next turn. So I'm gonna use Drive Change, attach the Float Zone to the Shaman, retreat, and now the question is, do I? Yep, yeah, because it's still gonna 2-hit KO me anyways. Get rid of the N and a Berserker. I do need to find some sort of energy recovery. I cannot simply start discarding every energy available to me. But I do get to use Rapid Blaster and discard 2 energy to score the KO, which is nice because Zoroark only has 100 HP, so I can actually simply KO it with 3 energy. And I get another Berserker. Fair enough. Fair enough. So I might even consider using Giovanni's or potentially AZ. There we go. Target Whistle. 2 target whistles. Very nice. And now if my opponent finds Zoroark DCE, I lose. Now I don't lose, but I lose my Genesect. He did discard a DCE though, which is obviously great. Oh, he already has a DCE. Never mind. Never mind. Okay. So I topped the Glysander. Very, very fortunate. I'm gonna get rid of another DCE, which is great. I'm not gonna discard any energy. No need to. But even though I am putting a ton of pressure on my opponent, my mid game and late game are not looking great because I do not have Bronzongs set up just yet, so that I can keep up with the attack traits. Now, looks like my opponent will not find the DCE or the Zoroark. I basically really need to have Aegislash as an option as well. But Genesect taking 6 prizes on his own is really nice. I would have liked to keep the Berserker so that I could Lysander up the Zorua, which is a real threat. The Zoroark is a real threat. I do get the Lysander though, so not only am I being very lucky, my opponent is also being very unlucky. Very, very unlucky. And okay, that's the water type Pokemon. So I was completely completely off on the assumption. Now, he did bench another Zorua. My opponent did bench another Zorua. He didn't have energy to attach though, so that's great. I'm gonna use the Battle Compressor, get rid of energy and the Sky Field. Wait, there's 3 in play, there's 4 in the discard, so I'm definitely not gonna get rid of energy. Never mind that. I'm gonna get rid of the Sky Field. I'm gonna get rid of not Ultra Ball. I'm gonna get rid of this Bronzong. And I think that's it. Every other card is useful. I guess I could get rid of the Max Elixir at this point in time. I'm not, if I find it, I'm not gonna hit it. Now I do get to use Metal Links, which is nice. I will power up Aegislash, and I mean, yeah, Zoroark is a threat, so the more Zoroarks I can remove, the better, right? That's the 3rd Zorua? No, wait, what? Oh, he used Super Rod. That's the 2nd Zorua I KO'd, but he still has 2 more available to him, 3 more available, the 1 in play and the other 2 in the deck. There's the Zoroark finally. Finally for my opponent, not finally for me. He's going to end once again. Really desperately looking for that double colorless energy. Off of 6 cards, he still has half his deck left. He only has 2 left potentially, so 50-50 chance. No, not 50-50 chance. 1 in 15 chance. Whatever. A really low chance. He does, however, go for the Shaman to draw a few more cards. Looks like he's still out of luck. I did get the Berserker and another Bronzong line, so I generally cannot ask for anything else. My opponent might rage quit after he sees me Berserker Lysander up the Zoroark. I've done that. This will be the third turn in a row I get to do that. Now I'm gonna use Metal Links. You could make an argument that powering up Bronzong would be a good idea, because I do have the break now, so that I could target Shaman to finish off a match. But yeah, I mean, my opponent is really going to struggle to come back in this one. Okay, never mind. That's an okay play. That's actually a better play, because I KO the Shaman, and now Aegislash, after getting powered up, KOs absolutely anything my opponent has. So that my subconscious apparently is better than my conscious self. I did that in automatic. Like that was the better play, and I guess in my brain I was considering it, I just hadn't talked about it yet. But that was the best play possible, for sure. The absolute best play possible. Wow. Man, these ends, I keep getting really good end hands. And yeah, nothing survives the Aegislash now. Not even Yveltal. Not even Yveltal. At least my opponent will get a KO. I mean, he's already seen. Wow. Okay. Well, that doesn't matter. No, it does. No, it doesn't. It does. It does, doesn't it? Wait. Oh, yeah. So, if I attach to energy, that's 130 damage. Zoroark Break has 140 HP. So, still not out of the woods just yet. Still not. Oh, wow. Man, my opponent is. I'm really lucky. I'm really lucky. Like, all the bad luck I've had so far in the videos, whatever bad luck I've had, I just got severely compensated. I could have even gotten a KO with Bronzong Break onto the auxiliary. So I'm gonna retreat first, promote Aegislash, and then I attach the energy. I deal 150 damage and KO. That was a really stupid top deck. Honestly, that was a really stupid top deck, but this was all possible. I mean, I guess. Okay, so my subconscious thought or didn't consider Zoroark Break, because strictly speaking, yes, I was down to one prize card. Yes, Aegislash EX could have KO'd anything except Zoroark Break. So KOing the Zoroark after that Lysander, it would have made me win slower, but it would have been better because Zoroark was the only threat. And because of what happened, my opponent even had a potential chance to come back. If I hadn't drawn so well off of the ends, my opponent would have had a chance to come back. He definitely would have had a chance to come back. He needed another Lysander next turn. I wouldn't have promoted Aegislash EX, but it definitely was a possibility. Definitely was a possibility. So now my subconscious not looking too smart. Not looking too smart. Okay, so we get to go first against this fire type deck. I don't know how long this game is going to last. Fire type decks are usually very fast. Everything in our deck, literally everything except Shaman, is weak to fire, and we're even handing out extra cards to my opponent. Oh, sorry guys, my back hurts a little bit. I've been recording for so long now. So long. Okay. Another mulligan off of a 3 Sycamore hand. Pretty crazy. Okay. Now we get to Genesect. Let's see, is it gonna be Volcanion? Probably. Definitely, very likely, probably Volcanion. Nope, it's a Shaman. Okay. Gonna power up there. I'm gonna play the Stadium. I'm gonna draw 2 cards, I guess. And then I'm going to Sycamore. Hopefully I don't draw like 2 Bronzongs. Nope, I draw a bad Bronzong, I guess, which I don't mind. We won't have the option of Bronzong BREAK, but I generally don't see ourselves winning this match, to be honest. I'm gonna play the Floatstone there. I'm going to retreat. I mean, if I have any sort of chance, it's definitely going to be by trading one-hit KOs. Ugh. But whiffing the Max Elixir is not going to help me achieve any one-hit KOs. So I'm gonna use the Ultra Ball, find a Bronzor, and then pass. Finding that, finding an energy off of the Max Elixir would have been amazing. Truly amazing. Genuinely, truly amazing. Wow, there's a level ball. So, did I see wrong? Is this not a fire type deck? No. Wow. Wow. That's even worse than Volcanion. That is that is absolutely even worse than Volcanion. Wow. I mean, sure, we have X-Maniac, but okay. My opponent gets rid of my Floatstone. Not a big deal. I'm glad I didn't play. I'm glad I didn't play the second Floatstone. This Ultra Ball will maybe find a Pyro. I mean, sure, I have X-Maniac, I think, but okay, no, he finds another Lilio. I don't know. He uses N. Gives us another Floatstone. That's very nice. Gives us a Max Elixir. That's nice if we hit it. Okay, the Floatstone definitely going there. The Bronzong definitely going there. If my opponent has a Pyro, that's pretty much game. We do hit an energy, so I mean, at least we get to KO Shaman, right? At least we get to KO Shaman. And the Fighting Fury Belt might prevent us getting KO'd by Pyro one turn. Maybe. maybe. And it also saves us from discarding any energy. So, Sycamore. Should have Lysandered. Should have Lysandered, Pablo. Definitely should have Lysandered. Wow, I need everything. Well, maybe not everything, but okay. Gonna get rid of the Max Elixir and the other Ultra Ball and find a Bronzor. Now I just want to make sure the X-Maniac is not in there. I generally don't remember if I run X-Maniac. I do run X-Maniac, right? I'm not being stupid. I do run the X-Maniac. Right? Right? Okay. Man, I should have used Lysander, not Sycamore. Because 2 prizes, 1 prize doesn't matter, but the issue is KOing the stupid lion. And now, because the X-Maniac is prized, I mean, okay, well, I do have Bronzong, I guess. But the break is in the discard. And my opponent used the Stadium, attaches to the bench, so that signifies no Pyro. Or he has Blacksmith Pyro and he's going to win. But wow. Wow, is he going to use Combustion? He's man, I should have used Lysander the previous turn. Okay. Gonna bench this guy. I'm gonna bench this guy, or evolve rather. Going to use the battle compressor, and now we might still have a shot here. Might. Very big might. Do I have an end? I don't, so I'm gonna get rid of an end. Oh boy. Man, he uses combustion. Are we going to hit Pyro Break off of my opponent's bad hand? Is that really what's going to happen here? I mean, we also have a chance to get the X-Maniac. 25% chance. Which I'm pretty sure I do have. Do I have the X-Maniac? I don't know. I generally don't know. I generally don't know if I have the X-Maniac or not. 25% chance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. Nope. Okay. Does he find the Pyro? Does he top deck into the Pyro? Oh, he has the Stadium. Does he have the Pyro? Does he have a oh, he finds the Pyro. Okay. He found the Pyro. That's not fun. He found the Pyro. Okay. And he had the Blacksmith. Okay. We desperately need our Super Rod to get back Bronzong BREAK. We desperately need that. And therefore, I need to Sycamore this upcoming turn. Therefore, I need to Sycamore. Okay. He gets 2 prize cards. I can potentially take a hit with Shaman. Right? So I'm gonna attach the energy there. And I'm going to use Sycamore. I mean, I could end. But no, I don't want to end. I have to play to myself, not to my opponent. There's a Super Rod, and there's the Ultra Ball. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, by using Metal Links on each Bronzong, I guarantee, because of the energy I do have in my hand, I guarantee that even if he Lysanders one Bronzong, I can still get the KO with a Bronzong. Now, by retreating into Shaman, I force my opponent to either Lysander or use Muscle Band to get himself a KO. Otherwise, I get 1 extra turn. If he uses Zen, that would be very bad. That would definitely be very bad. Ugh, that Stadium. And he also found another Lilio. Now, best case scenario, and he doesn't Lysander KO a Bronzong BREAK. Maybe. No, because I attached to the other Bronzong. Oh boy. Well, I could deal enough damage to the active Pyro and KO the bench Lilio, so that, because I cannot deal 180 damage. Right? 3 energy, that's 4, 1. If I had placed this energy onto Bronzong, I would have won this turn. I generally would have won, but there's no way out of it now. Nope. Okay, let's see what we get out of the Trainer's Mail. AC doesn't help us, but I'll keep it in my hand. Okay, so I need to use the Super Rod, put back the Bronzong BREAK, the energy. Oh, don't tell me. Oh, I don't have enough energy in my discard pile to even do whatever I'm trying to do. So actually, okay, gonna put back these guys. Okay, how many energy do I even have? I only have 1 energy. Ugh. Okay, but if I AC up, that's, yeah, that's fine. Okay. First, use my ability. Then AC the Genesect Get rid of the 2 energy, that's great. Now I use Ultra Ball, get rid of Genesect and the Shaman. I'm gonna counter the Stadium because the Stadium has really been helping my opponent. I get the Bronzong BREAK. If I had only attached the metal to the Bronzong BREAK, okay. Now I use 3 metal links onto this guy, onto yourself. Yes, that energy onto yourself. And then, oh, never mind, I wouldn't have been able to get the KO because I needed 4. Yeah, Lilio has 70 HP, and that's actually going to prevent me from winning this turn. Huh. Yep, I can't win because I place 3 and then, oh no, I can. Okay, so now I do that and then I do this and then I retreat and promote this guy and then I play this Stadium and then I use Metal Rain and I discard all 5 energy. No, all 5 energy, done. And then I deal 1, 2, 3, get the KO, 4, 5. And then next turn, if he doesn't bench anything, Bronzong can deal 60 damage and KO the active Pyro. And apparently I get the Shaman in case I need something, or somehow, some way I need to, oh boy, he's Sycamores, just straight up Sycamores. Does he find another basic Pokemon, another Lilio? Oh, he does. No, why? Why, Mr. Why? Okay, I have to end him now then. There's only 1 Pyro in the discard. He plays an Ultra Ball. Wow, discards a Shaman. That's good. I will, and an Ultra Ball. That's, oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh boy. That thing has how much HP? I can't see. That thing has 160 HP. Now I cannot win. Now I cannot win. Well, crap. Crap, 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 crap. I mean, okay. I'm gonna attach this. I am going to attach an energy here. Okay, maybe I still can. Maybe. If he doesn't find another Pyro. Energy. I need to find another energy. To yourself. Because I deal 60 damage and then the next Bronzong can deal another 60 damage. Right? Right? So that's 2 turns. My opponent can actually... Okay, what do I even have left? A Metal Energy and a Bronzor. Okay. So do I end right now? I need to top deck the energy, but I cannot guarantee that I top deck the energy. So I have to use Hammer in. Hammer in. Okay. My opponent did discard a ton of Ultra Balls, so that probably signifies he has the next Pyro ready. There we go. I mean, still in the same position. He needs energy on the benched Pyro and the active. He attaches to the active. I'll take that. Now I need my energy. I need to top deck the energy, not the Bronzor deck. Focus. Focus on the task at hand deck. Focus on the task at hand. Top deck the energy. 50-50 chance. 50-50 chance. Please, 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 please. Yes, perfect. Okay. Well, not perfect. I'm still gonna struggle. But I mean, at least I have a fighting chance. And now I retreat into the Bronzong, I get the KO, and I end my opponent. I definitely end my opponent. What is this game, guys? What is this game? Hammer in. Bronzong MVP. Sycamore. So do I really not have X-Maniac? I mean, at least this game is fun, right? What does he get? What does he even get? A trainer's mail? No! Don't get a trainer's mail. Don't get energy. Don't get anything off of the trainer's mail. Oh, you get a Wally's, which might mean another Pyro break. Another trainer's mail. No! No, no, no! No! That's the end. No! That was no. How many Verse Seeker? Wow, that's only his second Verse Seeker. And he chooses Sycamore, which makes sense. Wow. So off of the end to 2, he drew. Okay, I need to top deck my Verse Seeker now. It'd be nice to top deck a Verse Seeker now. It really would be nice. Uses Battle Compressor smartly, gets rid of 3 cards he's not gonna use in case I end him once again. I need to top deck my Verse Seeker. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I mean, I don't even have any energy left. Oh, my last prize is an energy. There's 6. Oh no, never mind. It's not an energy. Is it really the X-Maniac? He obviously has a Blacksmith, or a Verse Seeker rather. There's 2 left. He has 5 cards and 7 in his discard, or 6 and 6. 6 in hand, 6 in deck. He obviously has it. Don't slow play me, please. Just want to finish this. There we go. Ah, so close, guys. So close. So freakishly close. So close. I mean, I'm plowed. I'm proud. Sorry, I was reading the sentence close. I'm proud. Maybe I almost managed to beat a Pyro deck with a metal type deck. This was insane. This was absolutely insane. I'm just gonna concede my opponent is doing more things he doesn't need to. And yeah, wow. This was fun. Definitely got my spirits up. It was fun. Even though we lost, it definitely was fun. So yeah, that's gonna be it from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you've made it through all the 1 hour and 4 minutes of the video, you are a champion. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. If you haven't subscribed yet, definitely subscribe. After Worlds, the content will once again be super consistent every single day, Monday to Friday, brand new videos. TCG 3 times a week, and we're gonna start doing more a different strategy, if you will, more variety for the channel, which should definitely help. And more decks means I get to explore other types of cards, not just the purely competitive, which I'm sure you guys will appreciate. And that's it from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like if you can, and subscribe if you haven't, because in September it's going to be a really good month, and especially October it's going to be great for the channel. So thank you guys so much, and